successful business in today's world?
If you don't have character, you can't sustain a business.
They are leading in different paths. So the is the foundation of
There is no value that will be left uncompensated. Man must reap what he sows.
Hi besties, and welcome back to Leaders View, a podcast where curiosity meets leadership and ambition meets action. We are your hosts. I'm your host, Choma, and I have a second host, but she'll be introducing herself. And together we'll be diving into the minds of today's thinkers and great change makers. Brought to you by BM Class Organization, this is your front row show that leads you to stories, secrets that motivates you. And remember, this is a Gen Z story, so grab your notes and grab your ears and tune in for this podcast.
At Leaders View, we share insightful knowledge on topics, issues, and discussions, including trends. In today's episode of Leaders View, we are going to be talking on an important phase of influence, business, a common word heard around. So yeah, I'm talking about business. We'll be back with our guests. Stay tuned on Leaders View.
So yes, I'll be introducing our guests, and I'll be introducing our first guest, Miss Ozoma Jem Francis. She's one of the leaders of BM Class Academy, and she has a value called leadership. She organizes leaders and teaches them to be great leaders in the future. Please, a round of applause to Miss Ozoma Jem Francis. So yes, I'll be introducing our second guest, Master Ini Collins Mary, one of the biggest business moguls and one of the biggest entrepreneurs in the house. Please, a round of applause as we introduce them.
So on my right hand side, I have Miss Mary Ann, who is the leader of all leaders. She's focused on mind. So please, I want us to welcome and appreciate her with a round of applause. And then we have Master Namdi David, a spirit man who focuses on spirituality and character. Please, a round of applause for him.
Without wasting much of our time, we'll be moving into the questions. Now, I'll be going directly to the businessman. Please, I want you to tell us, what do you believe defines a successful business in today's world?
Okay, thank you so much for the question, and without further wastage of time, I'll go straight to the answer. What defines a successful business in today's world? First of all, there are 4 metrics or 5 that defines a business. You get the spirit, you get the mind, you get the people, you get the system, then you get the profit. Do you understand? Now, once you're successful in 5 of these categories, in 5 of these dimensions of business, you are successful. Also understand that a business that starts today, imagine I started a business today and I am successful in these 5. I'm a successful business. Exactly. I did just the same thing, and let's say I have everything going, there is money coming in, but the systems is wrong. The systems are going wrong. The people are going wrong. So far, I have 2 things going wrong in that system. It won't work. I'm not a successful business. I may look successful now, but those things that are going wrong will just come out. It will show itself. Do you understand? So this is just a simple metric for measuring success in a business, because success is not a destination. Because if it was, nobody would be chasing after it. But it's a journey, so it's a continuous journey. It's an ever important growth. So that's my answer. Thank you.
So I'll be asking Mr. Namdi David. So why is character important in building a business?
Okay, in every business, if you don't have character, you can't sustain the business. Because when you have a character, you're able to build a loyal customers. You're able to attract people that can be partner with you. So in any business, if you don't have character, your business cannot last for long. And you can't build that trust with your employees, with your customers. So as a businessman, you need character. It is very, very important. It is that character that will make you to last long. And if you have character, it can give you an edge in the markets with your competitors. People will best trust in you than they trust in others. Because if you go to other business, if you go to the market, you hardly see people that have character. So when you have character, people will trust you very well and be able to attract much partners, much customers to your business.
So I'll be moving to Mrs. Miriam. Please, I want you to tell us, please, how does our mindset involve when it comes to success or failure? How does it influence our business when it comes to success or failure?
Okay, thank you very much for this question. First of all, we must have the understanding that our mind is the foundation of every entrepreneurship journey. So everything rises and falls on the mind. If you have a limited mindset based on your business, have it in mind that your business will have a failure. But once you have a meaningful or a big mindset on your business, you have a successful outcome in your business. So your mind is the foundation of everything that happens in your business. So you must have a positive mindset for a positive outcome. Once you have a negative mindset in your business, the result is what? Negative or failure. So you must possess the mindset of positivity when it comes to entrepreneurship.
So you have to be more positive than negative in your business.
Yeah.
So, Ms. Jane Francis, I'd like to ask you, how does leadership influences goals and culture when it comes to business?
Okay, thank you so much. Like we all know, in every business there must be a leader and manager. But majority, what we have now is our manager. They just manage the business, try to sustain it. But what we need is leaders that have this clear vision, that drives the people, that drives, okay, that your employee, they are okay, this is the vision, and you are able to inspire them, work together in order to achieve it. And another one is direction. Direction, you're able to direct them because you are just like the captain of the ship. So they are actually following you. Then another one is driving innovation. Because there are a lot of businesses, when it comes to this creativity, they are very low. They don't, or they focus more on themselves, not the employees. So how do you influence your employees? By probably getting course for them, putting mentorship, that is seminars for them, let them understand leadership style, because all of them are leaders, but they are leading in different paths. So I have a function, I'm leading you, I have you have your own, you're also a leader. So when we come together, there's a strong bond. Then another one is what I call creating your culture, that is shaping your culture. So your behavior, how you communicate, should influence the people you are doing. That's why a leader must be a person of integrity. Your character matters. So as a leader, you influence by leading by yourself. Whatever you want your employees to do, you start doing it. Yeah. And focus on investing on your employees than just products or managing. Like you said, you have the people, you have this, you also need to invest in people.
Please, how does entrepreneurs build business that are both profitable and impactful to people's lives?
Yeah. No, I really feel like you guys should go and watch the video, the sequence of business, because most of these questions, if you understand the sequence of business, how business is really built, you really get all these things. Business starts with first, spirit. From spirit, thoughts, ideas, everything comes to play. Everything. Then from spirit, you go to the mind of the person handling the business. Everything, you understand? And from the mind, you now go to value. From the value, you go to systems. From systems, you go to people. From the people, you go to profit. How to build a business that is both profitable and impactful is you go straight to the spirit. You seek for a business that is profitable and impactful. You get an idea. Everything starts with an idea. You start with the idea first. You start with the idea. You saturate it in your mind. then you, of course, your mind, you must have character. You must understand that the reason for is not just for profit, but it's also for impact. You're here to solve a solution. You're here to be a blessing to your generation. But at the same time, you have to make some bread from it. Do you understand? That's it. That's the basic thing. Just follow the sequence of business. Understand how these things work. Then seek for an idea that is both profitable and impactful. There are ideas that are profitable, but not truly impactful.
Example.
An idea of this podcast, this is why I really admire the PM Class organization. This is supposed to be profitable and impactful. Because along the line, people are going to start, liking every videos. They are going to be engaged. They are going to love these videos. They are going to be like, wow, I want to be among it. You understand? You can now start selling your things. That is profit. Then impact, you are also giving. According to Wallace Lee Wallace, he said in his book, The Science of Getting Rich, that you should give more value that the person that is paying you feel that the person is cheating you. Do you understand? You should give more value than you are taking. There is a guy that I knew that opened the YouTube platform. If you see the amount of value that he was giving, you'll be like, this is not a YouTube platform. It is not normal. He was giving so much value. Free community, free days, free mastermind formation, free days. And Beyond Class, I really want to commend you guys for this. I heard that you guys are giving free 1 month mentorship that's supposed to last for 200, it's supposed to worth 200,000 and you're giving it for free. That is impact. And of course, there is no value that will be left uncompensated. This is the law of the divine compensation. There is no value that you give out that will not return. Man must reap what he sows. Not necessarily where he sows, but must reap what he sows. So, of course, you have to go the spirit first. You have to know who you are serving. You have to know who is giving you the ideas. You have to know the ideas you are seeking for. Then, of course, your mind. You have to understand your mindset, everything. There is all of these systems. You have to know what you're working with. Then the value. You have to know the value you're bringing out. The systems, very important. The people and the profit.
Master David, according to the question, how can entrepreneurs maintain integrity? This is a world of business. So how can entrepreneurs maintain integrity under pressure or condition? Because now most people are in this survival mentality or survival mode. They want to get profit from what they are doing. So is it, or how can it be possible that you still be a businessman yet you still be a man of integrity?
Okay, maintaining integrity as an entrepreneur in a challenging time or under pressure is very, very hard. Understand? But how will you do that? You will do that by having your core value, defining your core value, knowing your personal, your business value, what you offer, then setting your principles. Because when you have principles, you know that at this time I can't do such thing, even though challenges, temptation, or pressure is coming upon me. I can't do this thing because you already have principles guiding your business, guiding your life. So when you have such things, you are able to walk out of those pressure. Understand? Because many business people, many entrepreneurs, they face this kind of problem. So they can face a lot of pressure, maybe to do one thing or the other, or to compromise or do other things. But when you have your principle, you're able to navigate such things. That's one thing you can do.
Thank you.
Okay, so one thing that I can be able to use to maintain integrity as a businessman or woman is for me to understand and have a principle.
Yes,
Thank you so much.
that kind of business.
I wanted to add something about this being under pressure and being under pressure. Guys, when you are under pressure, one of the people that has built businesses, Apostle Paul, he said that when you are under pressure, rejoice. Why? Let me get this. See, the only reason why you should rejoice, because this is when you prove that principle that you say you have. Because can I tell you something? When you're under pressure, your clients are watching. Stakeholders are watching. And even when they are not watching, they are still going to look at the backstory. The people are still going to study you. They are still going to find out what you did at a time like this.
Yes.
Do you understand? So when you are under pressure, when you are under temptation, you should be very happy. Oh, this is my time to shine. This is my time to prove that thing I said I am. I am a boy. And then temptation comes. This is my time to prove it. Do you understand? I refund any money no matter the circumstance. And something now happens. I want to do way bill and blah blah blah. I lost the product worth over millions, and the client is now requesting refund. This and this and that and that and that. And I can, by my power, block the client as similarly happen. You understand? Phase off from the phase of the head of the client. I can do that, but at the same time, this is the time to stand strong.
Yes.
You understand? So you should be rejoicing. If those times don't come, what you are saying has not yet made sense. You need this is the time to build conviction. If those times have not yet come for you, wait for it. Though for those it has come for, and maybe you have fallen, it's all right. Write down that which you want to be your principle. Begin to look upon it. Begin to wait upon the time where you see that challenge, and when that challenge comes upon, you rejoice, be very happy.
Right.
The people that have built businesses, when they saw challenges, they were like, oh, thank God. See Thomas Edison, a whole building burned down. What did he tell his wife? Now we can build a marvelous building. The Chicago fire, what did the man say? Now that here in this spot is where I will raise up the biggest empire. The people that have built things, it is on challenge. You will see, yeah. There's the way they say they are sipping groundnut. Challenge is like that. So we say we are entrepreneurs. Wait for challenge. It's challenge that will prove entrepreneurs. Nah, entrepreneurs. Entrepreneur. It's challenge that will now sieve out the real ones from the OG. Thank you.
Honestly, what you said is true. Like one of the biggest entrepreneurs, the Cosmos man, that can face the challenge. He shorted someone of a loan. So, but there's no legal agreement on that. So, but the guy couldn't pay the loan. So the company now told him that he's going to pay for the person. But he has the full right to do what? To deny it. But because he's a man of integrity, he may think he stand to pay for that debt. So that is a man of integrity into business field.
So I would like to direct this question to you. What is the mental habit or belief we should that every entrepreneur must have?
Okay. The mental habit of every entrepreneur is what? The growth mindset. Having a growth mindset. Because a growth mindset brings innovation. If you limit yourself, if you don't have a growth mindset in your business, there cannot be innovations. Other people will be increasing, and you will be stagnant in what you are doing. So having a growth mindset will increase your businesses, having branches, be versatile or be vast in knowledge, absorb knowledge in your business, and also the spirit of resilience. Some people do business and one thing or the other they fail, they stand there. You couldn't write, but once you do business and you fail, have the spirit of what? This is just the beginning. It is just the step, because failing in business teaches them that they still have hope of surviving. But if it's okay because of I failed in this business, there's no hope for me. Just rejoice, because failing in something will give you it's a lesson to you that another steps you're going to take will be more bigger than before. Yeah. So having a resilient spirit and also a growth mindset.
So I would like to move forward these questions to you, Ms. Jean Francis. So what is the difference between managing a business and truly leading that business? Like you said earlier that there's a difference between being a manager and being the one to lead a business. So can you throw more light?
Okay, thank you very much. It's just like asking what's the difference between management and leadership in business. So now let me use, okay, first of all, like I said, managers, they focus on the taxes. They try to, okay, how can I sustain this business? How can I make more profits? How can I continue my day-to-day tax or the operation? So when they come into the, okay, they okay, this, we have to do. They don't even focus on their people. Now, but a leader focus on the vision of the people. Okay, how can I use this their vision to also drive the vision of the organization? Okay, now let's take an example of a building. If the foundation, managers will I say that when the foundation has issue, they try to let me just add patch the cement, it will continue pipe the cement. But a leader breaks it down and build a stronger one. So that's another. Then another one is managers. They try to do tax, like tax, like they make sure that tax are done right. But leaders make sure that the right tax are being done. So it's about the right tax, not just anyhow tax. And managers, they try to control. Let's say try to control it. It's not always to control, but a leader go for calculated things for innovation. And when it comes to managers, like I said, leaders do more of innovation, critical thinking, you see organization whereby they spend time in masterminding, having group of people, organizing seminars for them, this, like she said, growth mindset. So it's not just about the employer, you also have to look at the employee because they're also selling themselves out. So if you are just, let them work for me for profit, what are they going to get? And you see there are a lot of business, you stay on that for like how many years, still yet you still don't know the secrets of the leader. It's actually maybe the leader is, lack of trust issue, maybe people have tried to, but even though you still have to open any sites where you don't expect, you don't read from where you sow, but you are surely going to read what you sow.
Thank you very much. And then I'll be ending with this question. Please, I don't know, is there any advice you can give someone who wants to build a business that is going to last and transform lives? Which advice, what kind of advice can you give that kind of person?
Before the person will start building business, you have to first of all build integrity.
Okay.
Because for a business to last, you are doing business with men, not spirits. Understand? So men, that is the way you follow men, and men follows you when you have integrity, when they can trust something into your hand, when they can partner with you and it goes successfully. So you have to build that integrity, have character. Like our sister said here, you must, as a leader builds. So you must also know that if you have not yet structured your character very well, you cannot be able to do that business to the level you want.
Thank you so much.
What I have to tell the business or entrepreneurship individual is that they must have a strong heart to face challenges. They must have a strong heart because every business must face challenges. So it takes the heart of a man that has the heart of a lion to do business. So you must have a strong heart to face challenges because it must actually come. So you must develop the strong spirit to face the challenges.
Mr. Collins, what do you have to say? What advice can you give young entrepreneurs that are coming up, people that want to start out, people that want to venture into this business of their own or something? So what advice can you give them? Is starting a transformative or a lasting, not just that you start the business, maybe within some months, just move back and start another one. So what can you do?
Okay, thank you so much for this. Now let this sink in. Where you are right now, where your business is right now, is at a level of your consciousness, your state of consciousness. Let that sink in. If your business is still an idea, you have not brought it into reality, that is your state of consciousness. If you're having this issue, that issue in your business, that is your state of consciousness. Now Albert Einstein said that a mind that entered into a problem cannot solve the same problem. You must increase your state of consciousness, then go back to that problem to solve it. Everything is about state of consciousness. You will always do better when you know better. You won't know how that this is the correct way to do this, and you'll be doing in Nigeria what we call yawe. You will do what is right. Do you understand? That is what you will do. If you will always do better when you know better. Now, like I said, go back to the sequence. There is always a spirit behind the business. Business is spiritual. That's why I'm thanking our dear spirit man. Business is first spiritual before anything. The thoughts, you don't see them.
Yes.
The ideas, you don't see them. All this, you don't see them. So everything goes from there. So you need to have clarity from the spirit to your mind. Increase your state of consciousness. Increase your state of consciousness. Go for books. Read books like Mind Master. Have community, have networks. Increase your state. There are many things you need to learn. Then from there you go to your value. Increase the amount of value you can give. Can I tell you, there is an exponential amount of value you can give even when you have zero. I'm not kidding. There is exponential amount of value that you can give even when you have zero. Like zero, you feel like you have zero. By the way, there's nothing like ground zero. But let me just say ground zero. There is, let's say, a whole lot. It's just that you have not thought about it. Or you think you are not valuable. So you have to go increase the amount of value you can give. Your company can give this amount of value. What are the other values your companies can also deliver that is on low cost? Read books, you understand? So increase your level of value. Enter systems. Make sure your systems are stable. Increase it. Just max out. Of course, they're not like max. You just increase. Next time, you increase again. In the ancient book, they say, come up with that. So you keep coming up with that. You keep coming up with that. You understand? So the systems, you now go to the people. Increase. You understand? Increase the way you deal with people. Increase the way your people deal with people. Increase the way you deal with your own people. Increase. That's for people. Then you enter profit. Of course, all businesses as itself should have investment. Increase your own everything. So make sure that everything, wherever you are in your business, even if you have $1 trillion $1 trillion business now, and you want to increase it to more, 10 trillion, you want to globalize it, you want to have more like it. Of course, you need an idea to do that. You go back to spirit to be able to get back to profit. So that's it.
Thank you very much for that. Ms. Jane Francis, is there any advice you can give anyone, male or female, in starting up a business that will transform lives and also will last, like will replenish?
Okay, thank you so much. Like I always say, you cannot attract what you are not. So one of the things is developing yourself, working on yourself, and also developing character. Because there's a level you reach, there's only character that will keep you there. That's why some business rise and fall. The lack of integrity, it does not matter the money, integrity. There are things money cannot get. So another thing is investing in yourself, investing in people that is continuously learning.
We're coming to the end of this podcast, but before we go, I'll first try to introduce 3 books to us, basically when it comes to business, that we should really read when it comes to business. The first is The Capital of Money by the VM Class Organization. The second is Mind Mastery by Apostle David Moody. And the third is the $1 Million Series. And in this $1 Million Series, you have $1 Million Feelings, $1 Million Network, $1 Million, so many of them. So in this $1 Million Series, you have different perspectives of what I should do in my business, the kind of feeling I should get in my business, the kind of people I should get in my business, and all of that. These 3 books will really help you in growing your business. These 3 books will always help you in anything you're going to do based on your business. I'm becoming to the end of this podcast, and I would like you guys to subscribe, share, and like all our videos on social. Thank you very much, and have a nice day. Bye.